Welcome back, everyone. How you doing tonight? It's Coast to Coast Hangout, man. I'm your boy Rod. I'm just chilling. We're gonna have a great time tonight, like always, and we're gonna have a bunch of people jumping on. I see people hanging out in the green room, so I appreciate you guys already. All right, so just stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be a good show, but I just wanted to just say one thing before we kick it off. Of course, we got to give a quick shout out to our channel sponsors. Got a few of you guys, so thank you so much for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it, guys. And then, well, those are our channel members, so we can't leave those guys out. And then our channel sponsors, here they are, right there. Comics on Coffee. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you this year at MegaCon once again. So let's see what happens. So yeah, man. Thank you all for your support. And before we kick the show off, let's kick it off with something like this. Get that mind running. So throughout history, we've seen automobiles featuring comics and movies, but there's one that really stands out to me, guys, and it's James Bond, the suavemente gentleman dude who dresses sharply, who wins over all the beautiful women like I used to do back in the day. And he always have an impressive, sexy car, right? And we're going to talk about him and comics and toys and collectibles. We can't leave out my man backstage from across the pond. He's a collector of a thing or two, and we'll bring in Matt, Mr. Gretzky, once he gets home. But let's bring in now my man, Simple Simon.
What's going on, Rod?
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you for the invite.
I appreciate you hanging out, man.
It's been a while.
Well, it's been a minute. How was your week?
Yeah, it was good, man. Just usual stuff. Work, and then when I'm not working, I'm pretty much editing videos.
Oh man. What else is new, right? That's you've been rocking it, man.
Yeah, keep them busy, man. Keep them busy. I've got a schedule now for my videos, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Like every week, I'm trying to make sure that my videos are ready for Monday and Wednesday, and then if I have spare time, I'll do another video on the Friday or Saturday. So, yeah, it's good.
That's what's up, man. This guy right here, guys. If you're not checking out his channel, man, check him out right there. It speaks for itself, and the guy does great interviews, the whole 9 yards, man. So we're gonna talk about that, and he's here to hang out because we're going to talk about James Bond and collectibles, fast cars, sexy women. I mean, you know, Simon knows a thing or two. He's got a lovely woman himself, and he loves some beautiful collectibles. But look, if Matt is in the background, he wants to jump in. How you doing, Matt?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's going on, man? Mate, it's been years since I hung out with Gretzky.
It's been a minute, man.
Oh, yeah, I know. Russ was going to make it, but he said he wasn't feeling too good, so he might jump in the chat, he said.
All right, no problem, no problem. Let's see. I think the chat, someone's in the chat. Let's see who's here. We got Tevya in the house. What's going on? How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. All right, I'm a little thirsty. I got some soda here, so let's crack this open. I want to say congratulations to United States hockey team. They're 2-0 now, right, Matt? So U.S. won a game. Started off kind of slow, but you know, we're hanging in there.
Oh yeah, as long as we don't. What I always get is people think that we won the gold medal in 1980 by beating Russia. That we still had one more game. We still had the gold medal game to play. The next week, you know, the next game was that game.
Right. So yeah, so like me and Matt were talking, you know, prior to doing the show, and you know, James Bond, you know, just pop up to me because I was watching Netflix and a trailer came on the screen, and it had a bunch of artists and actors and actresses in a movie. I forget what it was, and of course, that dude James Bond, I forget the most recent one, Craig. What's his name? Craig.
Oh, Craig.
Well,
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. So I seen him and I was like, man, this dude. So bang. So James Bond popped in my head. I want to talk about James Bond, and then I was like, bro, the guy has some fancy ass cars. And I was talking to man. I said, man, when did the cars and all that came into comic books? And that started triggering. And we were talking about all that. And I want to know what the community thinks about that. So we'll talk about James Bond and the comic book. I want to know why we haven't seen the James Bond comic book since I think it was since 1983. It's been
No, they've had James Bond comic books. I want to say they're on. I can't remember if it was Dynamite that did the last James Bond one.
Okay. Or
You need Bub on. I think Bub collects a lot of those James Bond books.
All right.
At the comic shop, at the bookstore, he used to get them through them. And that, but I forget. I think it was a limited series. That one was. I think only like 10 issues, something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was still ordering books, there was the James Bond on Dynamite, and like there was some Linsner covers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those comic books that are like intellectual properties sometimes just go a little bit under the radar because they're always on smaller publishing companies.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Dick Tracy books. Always go, the newer ones don't last very long. They only go so many series and out, and no Legend picks them up all the time. So, I haven't picked up the last one, I think, that was out, but he's been picking it up. But I know Archie was supposed to get it at one time, and it somehow fell through for Archie, and it went to somebody else. I think somebody else picked it up, but yeah.
Yeah, there is a new Dick Tracy because I cover bought one of them. There's a new book coming out, and the cover is like an homage to Scarface, but it's half black, half yellow.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. Dick Tracy is on what publishing company is that? Sorry, I got it up here. Mad Cave Studios has it.
Oh.
So it's coming out
Hello,
in April.
Diana. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovebirds out there. Diana, happy Valentine's Day. What's up, Super Russ? How you doing, sir? Hope you're feeling better. And what are you guys talking about? We're talking about James Bond comic books because I saw a trailer on Netflix and it just triggered my mind. I wanted to talk about him and his vehicles and all the movies he's done. We're just going to just have a good time and talk about it. We'll take your questions, whatever you want. Jump in. I'll drop a link if you feel like you want to jump in and have a discussion with us. Feel free to. Mr. Great Legend is in the house. Welcome, sir. Hey, man, great to see you, Hot Rod Simon, and my longtime OG Matt. All right. So, yeah. Well, anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
For your eyes only. That was a an adaptation of the book of the movie.
Yeah, I never seen these before, and that's why I wanted to talk about it on the show. I was just like, just we all talk about comic books and and toys and things like that. I don't. Maybe he's under the radar. We see a bunch of movies. We see a bunch of comic books that get issue number ones over and over again, and maybe it's like Simon said, the publishing company. So that has to be it. In my, in our opinion.
I think now with Amazon owning the property now, I think you're going to see more and more merchandise brought out with Bond instead of the way they used to do it. They used to do it at the high end. So like they would bring something out, they would have the Bond watches. So you'd have to be able to spend thousands, a few thousand, maybe $1,000 to buy the watch. You have to be that guy that says, hey, do I want to buy that? Or to buy the shirt from the company that makes the replicas of the same shirt that Bond wore in movies, or pants or suits or whatever. You got a Tom Ford suit, the same suit that Bond wore in this movie. Tom Ford makes it. You got to have it. You want to have it. You got to pay. You got to pay up for that kind of stuff. $100 for is a little ridiculous to me, but there are people who I follow in the Bond community that actually do that. Buy those.
I shot a message to Bob and said, "Hey, man, you're the expert on this stuff. You need to jump on."
Hey, well, he doesn't have the
Same thing with
notification
anything.
bell, obviously. So
There's actually a model from
you're breaking up there, big dog Matt.
I think the Lotus is from there, but the Lotus, those two cars, they actually have like build a kit kind of. It has electronical parts and everything. Some a real big one, and I can't remember who. But the Bond Experience guy has it on Instagram. He's like the biggest.
Oh, I think we're losing Matt, but he was talking about, he mentioned vehicles. Now, I was Googling and I came upon a list, and I was wondering, since you're a big collector, Simon, and I don't know if you got any vehicles of some of these, so we'll just mention a few here, and Matt is going to come in. We'll bring Matt in.
Hello.
Batmobile, we got you, Matt.
Hang on. I can't hear you now. For some reason, I can't hear you.
You know what?
I'm just at. Takes me out of the hearing phase.
It's all right, man. It's all good. There's always a technical issue, especially when it comes to my end, but we're no issues this time. We're just pushing forward. So I just wanted to see, since he mentioned vehicles and automobiles, the Aston Martin, and I have one of those right here. I mean, James Bond always had a sexy ass ride. It always has sexy ass cars. So, you know, is that ranked, his vehicles? Do they rank up there like top 10 compared to some of the vehicles in comic books? You know, there's a list. We got the Batmobile. You know, we have other vehicles like the let's see, the Invisible Jet. Is that something sexy? It was if Wonder Woman was using it. I mean, I didn't even know Planet Helicopter, the Daily Planet Helicopter. Thought that was pretty neat. And what else we got? Look at this one. The Fantastic Car. We can't leave that one out, crew. We can't leave that one out. Matt he's back. Here he is.
Hey.
That's all right, man.
Things while I'm talking to you.
You know, got some sexy vehicles, man. You kicked it off. You mentioned vehicles, and I had to start rambling about it. So, I mean, some of these things we have in comic books and movies is pretty neat, because in movies we have all these old vehicles, right? And you see Indiana Jones, what he was driving in all those movies he's had, and then James Bond was always riding something sexy. So it's I think it's pretty neat. And then we cross over to comics, and then we see all these fancy ass sporty cars, and we see the stuff in Fast and the Furious, all these cars. And then, you know, just brings me to the conclusion how many vehicles out there in comic books and in movies that we don't even know about now, you know, or probably under the radar, but it's just a bunch. And like, I want to say one of my favorites watching a TV show was the A-Team, man. We could not leave out the A-Team. That was one of the, what? Remember the A-Team, their van they had? That was one of my coolest ones.
Had faces of Ferrari, or was it Corvette or Ferrari, whatever he had, whatever he drove, that white car.
Which one is that?
The one that went underwater?
The one that Face from the A-Team. Face drove it. When he wasn't in the A-Team van, they would have him drive a Corvette, or and he would drive a car. And they had and then they used to have, what was the other one? Oh, then you had, don't forget Airwolf. You had his
You Man, I don't know. Airwolf, man. I wasn't a real big fan of Airwolf.
It really didn't do well after a few seasons. 'Cause I think it went off. I think it went from main television until I think either the last two seasons or the last season was on USA. Was trying to keep it alive.
Right. But Simon, do you have any vehicles in your collection?
Mostly Batmobiles.
Oh.
That's
Oh
mostly...
man, now see, maybe
the only Hot Wheels I bought. Actually, no, that's not true. I've got and I stored away all my Hot Wheels. I also recently started buying the Transformer Hot Wheels because I know you're a big Hot Wheels guy.
Oh, of course, man. Anything that has to do with four wheels and Transformers, we're all in, man. What we got? Hold on. Look at this. All right. Oh, you got the Ghostbusters. And you got in your case, what's going on, Ken Bird? How you doing?
Yeah, that was
a crew.
That was a $12 purchase.
I've never even seen that one. That's a great one.
I have not seen that one. Yeah. What year is that?
It's from, let me see if it says 2010.
Damn. That's a nice one. All right, let's see what you got, Matt. Oh, I got one of those.
They're weird ones, man, because they don't even have wheels.
Well, I know, but it's kind of odd, right?
It's always odd to see these silly things. Like you get these like these, and you have the Spy Who Loved Me, Lotus.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, that's a cool one right there. The Lotus is a good one. That's the Lotus 3.
Now, Simon, do you open all your Hot Wheels or your premiums, or you keep your premiums sealed?
I keep them all sealed, except there's one that I got two of because I want to open it up. I was able to score the Lucky Cat, the Lucky Cat, and apparently when you roll it, the arm waves, and I was like, I want to see that. So the guy gave it to me. There's a guy here who sells Hot Wheels, and I asked him, I was like, hey, I'm after a Hot Wheel. I'm after the Lucky Cat. And he's like, I've got it. And he goes, you can just have it. I was like, no, that's okay. And he goes, you can have it. I was like, and then I found out I had the thing. He goes, oh no, maybe I'll buy two. And he goes, I'll just take two. He gave me both.
Wow.
So yes, I do plan on opening that.
Yeah, I find it hard. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. I guess you're not planning to open that one, right?
No, that's a Diamonds Are Forever model I got at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby, they're kind of expensive, but you can find some rare stuff in there.
Lucky to get it on when they're doing their 40% off sale. That's when you buy it. But I got the Mustang from that same movie, Diamonds Are Forever.
Oh, nice. You can't go wrong with any Mustangs. What's up, John Comic Sports friends? How you doing, sir?
That's cool.
That's the cool, popcorn bucket.
That's nice.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of those popcorn buckets when they were doing them for the Ghostbuster thing. I was like, gotta have them. I got the.
Man, I'm a fan of the popcorn buckets, but I'm not gonna be paying an arm and a leg. I don't care if I'm going out on a date. It's not happening. Back in the day, 10 years ago, yeah, I'm buying popcorn buckets all the time. Yeah, nowadays,
I like that. Buy it.
But baby, I want the Galactus popcorn bottle.
Actually, I have the Fantastic Four one. I wish I had the Galactus, but I didn't even buy it. My nephew got it for me, so it's just like
Practice one, I think there was only so many of them. Like each movie theater only had so many.
What's up, Warlord?
Oh,
What's going on, man? How you doing? We're just hanging out, man. Just hanging out. But yeah, I think James Bond should make a comeback. I don't know. That's just me. You got all the old heads and celebrities and hip hop making comebacks. I want some old new vibe to James Bond in a comic, maybe an indie comic by Image. But that would I say pass it on the Image.
Yeah, we're all hoping for Bond to come back in 2020. Like right now, the earliest would be 28. But right director, they got the director, the guy who's doing the Dune movies, the Dune trilogy.
Oh, okay.
No guy.
I can see his face.
I can think of how you put it. Danny Fernot. I forget, he's French. The French guy. We've got producers who produced the two producers have produced movie. They produced Harry Potter, Spider-Man, a bunch of other things, other franchises. So they're the producers. They got a writer, the guy who's written a bunch of like TV shows and stuff, and that, and they got so all they need is a Bond, basically. They keep throwing around a bunch of names, which they keep throwing out there, which a lot of people don't believe is going to happen. Guy, but everybody kept saying, but they want him to be British, so that threw out Henry Bond, because Henry Cavill was up against Daniel Craig.
Oh man,
of a popular. He's more popular now since they're doing Superman, and that don't want. They more of an they want low key, unknown kind of guy who's not doing mainstream right now, and they threw out a few names, but Taylor Johnson was one of them, and some other guy they just named a couple of. They never. The Taylor Johnson guy was only there because I think he was being groomed by Eon at the time. I think Eon wanted. I think they're looking at him doing it, but we're hoping whoever they get out of this do a trilogy out of the first, do a movie by movie.
We'll wait and see.
That's what
we'll wait and see, because
their contract year by year after that.
Because I mean, I like them, and some of the movies, I take it they kind of drag a little bit, and not like Indiana Jones to me. I just want something to really, just something about it. But I dig on. Think he's smooth, and of course, man, you got a hot car, you got the hot chicks, you got some fighting. You can't go wrong with it. I want it back, man. I want it back. But we got Simon. I want it.
Basically went way too long, and he even admits that he was not in the last one, was mostly stunt double. If you watch the movie View to a Kill, you can tell that it's his stunt double doing most of the scenes, except for the close-ups, because he really wanted to do it. The only reason why he stayed for two movies too long is because they brought him in to go against Sean Connery in Never Say Never Again, which is basically a redo of Thunderball, because the guy somehow had it out in court or something that he owned the rights to Thunderball or something. So when he won the court battle, he finally made his stupid movie, and it's basically Connery back, because Connery wanted to shove it up the backside of Cubby.
Oh God.
last one. So he thought, I'll come back, I'll do this, and I'll show them that my bond is better than your bond. Right before came out with Octopussy and blew him out of the water with Octopussy and won the
Yeah.
battle. Oh, because he was going to leave after the spot after the For Your Eyes Only. He was going to leave in 81
Right,
after
right.
81. And they said, no. Because when they found out Connery was coming back, they said, no, we can't really change bonds in the middle and expect people to believe which one's Bond. So they brought him back in, Connery back. They brought him back in, and Connery and him were like going at it, and he outbeat Connery.
Man.
So he was like,
I'll take Sean Connery. I'll take Sean Connery any day, man.
that funny.
That's just
thing
me.
about that
But
movie.
I want to see if Simon got something to show off, because it's not too often that Simon jumps on.
Yeah.
Of course, we're across the pond, so I want to see if he has something beside his Batmobile, maybe something recently that he scooped up that he hasn't shown the community, and he's probably saving it for one of his awesome edit videos. I don't know. He's looking. He's always got something there somewhere. I like to mess with Simon when he jumps on.
Oh
yeah. I know if you're not following him on IG, the guy just opened up some beautiful Bruce Lee stuff. So I'm telling you, man, that was pretty bad.
You should see that Bruce Lee figure is so small compared to my other one. I got them next to each other, and the new one I got is looks like a little Lego figure. I haven't really, because I recently got a storage locker, and I actually chucked a lot of my stuff in storage.
Right.
I've only got so much space now to pick stuff up. But you want vehicles, do you? I don't really have a lot of
no.
I mean, I got a bunch of Transformers, but they're in their robot form. They're not in their vehicle form.
Yeah. See, I haven't transferred none of mine. They're still. I don't got time to start transforming.
Dude, have you tried transforming in these modern Transformers? They're a pain in the ass.
No, I tried the little handheld ones, and I get it. It just bothers me right there.
The first one I bought, the instruction manual was like, here you go, here's step by step, and there's 130 steps.
Well, Agu was opening. He was doing one. He had a kit, and he was transforming it. I think one of the pieces fell off. It was like the funniest thing ever. Oh man. But yeah, I don't got the patience for trying to transform it. I take it out the box and that's it. I just leave it there. I got Megatron, and he's still to this day I haven't transformed him. He just looks nice, just standing there.
I prefer displaying them in robot form because they take up less space. So
and they don't fall down.
Which Megatron? The one from the new movies?
Nah, I got the older one.
Oh, you got the one with the gun, the one that transforms into the German gun or Russian gun or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah.
He goes from a giant robot and transforms into a tiny little handheld gun that the other Transformers can hold on to.
But see, it's kind of weird. And yeah, it's funny because if you read the Transformers, he'll transform into that little small gun, but then he'll just take over Starscream, and that's the cool thing about it. So I'm just like, oh shit,
I did get this one recently, which I haven't opened yet.
Oh. All right, let's give the floor to.
I did get Grimlock.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I'm only collecting characters from the animated movie. So I'm not really a big Transformers guy. I'm just trying to collect the characters from the animated movie because that's what I did love when I was a kid. And this one comes with Wheelie as well. So if you have him in dinosaur form, you get Wheelie sitting on top. The only thing is Wheelie doesn't transform. He's just like I don't think so anyway. He looks like just a robot.
Nice. You gotta send that to Fable, see if he's seen that one or he has that one.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll do him. Yeah, I'll definitely tag him when I unbox it.
Yeah, there's just too many. That's why you choose because he used to do Transformers. Said he got way too many Transformers. They're costing too much to buy the newer ones, and just redoing how many of the same character do you need? You know.
Yeah, that's why when I collect characters, I mean, there's a couple of characters I have a exception for. Like I got a whole shelf of just different Harley Quinn figures. But with all like my Marvel and DC figures, I always just try to choose my favorite version, and then that's it. So with Batman, for example, if you collect McFarlane, there's literally 100 variants. So I recently bought the Batman Returns version. So my old version I'm going to sell off. I don't need 500 Batmans on my shelf.
Right. Well, I might want to reach out to Fish Cat Comics. You know, he loves the cows, but he probably has a bunch of that shit already. So
yeah, that guy buys the stuff that I can't afford.
Man, he just got a new. He just posted a picture on IG of some big ass box he just got today. I'm like, what the hell you just get now?
Yeah, he buys the big stuff.
But I just got some basketball cards. I mean baseball cards. I don't know if you're into baseball cards, Simon, but I saw
baseball's not very big down here,
and they're not big.
No, but I mean, look, baseball. When I was younger, I used to love baseball because I grew up watching baseball movies. But the sport's never been big in Australia. I mean, but back then there was an Australian baseball league for a small amount of time. I played baseball in high school. We had a baseball team. We made the finals and then got our asses kicked. Yeah. So I was a shortstop.
What position you play? Oh, look at you!
Yeah, right. Shortstop.
What number were you?
We didn't have. So it was just school. So it was just like high school sports. So there was literally only. There was very few teams. I remember we went and played. You had to play every team, I think, twice, and then there was only like 6 schools that had a baseball team. So, and I was like all down. Yeah, man, I want to play baseball because I was into American sports because I grew up with American movies. But yeah, so we killed it throughout the season, and then I think we finished on top of the ladder, on top of the thing, and then in the grand final, we played the team that finished second, and they whooped us.
Wow!
Yeah,
look at that, man.
I used to, man, like with my friends,
dude, right here, man.
With my friends and stuff, like just like hanging out as kids on the weekend. We used to play like go to the park, baseball bat, mitts, and just play. Because we grew up watching movies like Major League, Sandlot Kids, Rookie of the Year, all those classic '90s and '80s baseball films, man. I used to love all that stuff. So. Yeah, I liked baseball, but I used to watch we used to have a channel here that would play what's the major league called? What's the baseball league called? Yeah, so there'd be like the game of the week. So they'd have like the NFL game of the week and then baseball game of the week and ice hockey. So I used to watch the game of the week, but you could never just like watch they like over you guys would be able to watch every single match of the round, right? We would only get game of the week back then. So I think a double cam.
So let's scoop that up. I don't know. I paid like $1.50 for these, so
I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
For them, that's good because you get cards. You can't get like most packs. You can't even get them for under like $3-4.
Well, this is like a pack of 6. So I got this is Acuna. That's pretty cool. I got some sleeves. I'll put them in the sleeves later. I don't know. See, this may be an error. This says Edgar Martinez, but it has no number on them, no logo, no nothing. And these are old. Cliff Lee.
Those are old players.
Yeah, Chipper Jones.
I'm wondering if those are Don Ross.
Yeah, they are Don Ross. I see. I don't.
Ross card. Guy talk about. I can't remember now. Baseball play. Yeah.
Are they worth anything? No. let's see. Willie Stargell. That's a cool one. I don't have any Willie Stargells.
I've got a Willie Stargell somewhere.
Darren Baker.
Dusty Baker.
Oh, Bobby Witt. That's not bad.
And you know his kid is killing it over there in Kansas City.
Dwight Gooden.
Dwight Gooden before or after he did the drugs.
Oh yeah. I got it. My wife is blowing up my phones. So guys, I'm gonna have to just once I finish these, we'll just go around the clock and we'll find out what you guys got going on. I don't want to cut it short. I had cut it short last week and I have to cut it short today. We got Jake Bloss. Look, Terry Francona. Oh,
Harry
again,
Franklin.
I don't know. Yeah, it's funny. He sucked as a manager for the Phillies, but turned out to be a great manager with the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Ricky Henderson. Look at that. Pretty
Which team?
cool. Bryce Rayner.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got cards here that don't.
Matt, let the people know what you got going on. What you got going on your channel, brother?
Not much. I'm just hanging around. Just whenever somebody has a free show going, I'll hook up with them. But most of the time, I'm just working and doing some other stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping to get back to doing some stuff.
Will Wagner. Oh
I
my
was like-
god, I don't. This is pretty cool. Oh my god, look at this. Lou Gehrig.
Yeah, the Lou Gehrig card. Yeah, I remember them doing some of those. Like,
I don't have anything. That's my first Lou Gehrig card. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, it's how you
Modern.
say it? It's a reprint, it's a facsimile, whatever you want to call it. Second print, third print, a 40th print. So
Facsimile to Action Comics 242 that comes out next
Yeah.
month.
and you see, in this case, I appreciate this because I don't have anything, and I would never have anything unless I find it at a flea market all beat up or something. But to say I have a reprint of a Lou Gehrig card, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Go to a card show, you might be, you might be lucky, to find Lou Gehrig, but I mean, I didn't see any. I mean, most of like the ones I saw were like these like old Joe Morgan cards.
Yeah. Yadier Molina, one of the best Puerto Rican catchers in baseball history.
Yeah.
So are they current baseball cards or are they older ones?
These are current 2025.
He has
But
well,
Cards have changed so much now. Like 5 cards in a pack. I could have sworn back in the day.
yeah, it all depends. It's like for instance, like Tops. You could buy, Tops comics will have 12 or 15 cards in it for a cheap price. But if you want something better, you had to pay.
These are like the premium
bucks
cards.
for,
Yeah.
pack of. Yeah, it's like wine, like liquor. You want better stuff, you gotta pay better.
And
better
you've got
bucks for your.
can you pull like signed cards and stuff like that?
sometimes
I
some
got-
sometimes albums
I
they'll
guess-
have autograph cards. They'll have a lot of like the hockey cards I pick up, like the newer set. Pick up a few of those just to see what they were, but those have too many like subsets, and they throw in like vintage cards in there from other sets and stuff, and then you end up with those cards, and it's like in what they call inserts. So they insert something in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy, right? They're like next level of cards when they've got like the material of, so I started collecting UFC cards, sort of. I've just been trying to hunt down signed cards, but you've got the ones that have like a bit of their glove in there and stuff like that.
I've seen a guy who does
I've seen
it.
some of those.
does it on Instagram. He's on Instagram, but he's on YouTube, and that he does Bond cards, like James Bond cards.
Oh, mate, should have been on the stream.
Signed cards. But a lot of times you want, you want a real signed card, pretty much. You want like what they call the facsimile autograph, or the one where it's like you can tell it's not a authentic. They didn't take the person in there. He signed 100 cards, and they put them in different packs and put them out. What they'll do is they'll take a card. He might sign one, or it might be just his autograph, and they'll post it on a card. They'll put a card on there and put it on there, and you'll facsimile autograph. A fake autograph, not even a real autograph. Autograph.
Hey, what do you know about these, Matt or Simon? I don't know if you guys know anything about these. Let me take this out.
What is it, all cards?
They look like old like I've seen cards in that shape here, and they're all like old cards that used to come from like cigarettes or something like that.
Yeah, they're like the what they call T206s is what they call those. They're from like the old cigarette manufacturers, where some of them. But the Hornus Wagner card is the most expensive card in there. He decided he didn't want, I guess, thinking that vote or whatever. So had him pull his card, but about 100 or so got out, and there's still some floating around today. Like that, but I got some in the other room that are like some hockey cards that came and they were that small. Heck, and I got giant size.
Oh, I got one more pack. Simon, let the people know what you got going on. I gotta bounce, man. My wife is blowing up my phone. Let them know your schedule.
On my schedule. So every Monday, which will be late Sunday night, I think, for you guys, every Monday morning here, I'm doing a vlog a week. Every week I release a video from when I went to Japan. So I was in Japan for 2.5 weeks, and I went to a lot of different toy shops and things like that. So that comes out every Monday. And then every Wednesday I do a vlog where I either go to a toy shop or a toy or card event, like toy fairs and things like that. So yeah, that's my main schedule, is doing that. And then every now and then on Friday, Saturday, I might have time to just show you random stuff too.
Nice. And don't forget, follow him on TikTok as well, man. So,
I hardly use my TikTok. It's
just throwing it out there, man. A little plug for your TikTok. All right, what's going? All right, so Matt is showing off something. And that's some of the stuff you can see on Matt's channel, guys. So make sure you follow Matt. What's up, Air Spider? Hope you're having a good day, and happy Valentine's to you and your well, more to your wife than you. All right. Let me fix my camera here. Those look so cool, man. You got some good prices on those too.
Oh yeah, I went to that show to go back to it again, but yeah, it's May 30th. They're doing it again, but they have comics. There's actually going to be a comic and toy show. The game's going to be there. The gaming thing is not next week, but the week after. The last Saturday of the month. That's where I'm going to be going back to the mall. I'm going to go check that out. Check out the games stuff to see what I can find. Here's a Cal Ripken.
Oh, sweet. All right, Matt.
But you know, that's
I'm gonna have to,
you know,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
have
know.
to end it, guys.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Simon. I'm not supposed to happen, but when the wifey keeps calling and there's a video chat and you get text messages, that means call me back. So,
That's all good. All good, mate. You do your thing.
all right, guys. I want to say thanks, guys, for hanging out on Coast to Coast. And stay tuned next week because we're going to be talking about maybe some Evil Knievel, some Ghost Rider. What if we had a little change there? All right, so stay tuned for that. It should be a good discussion. So yeah, but again, thanks for hanging out, panel members, people in the chat. Make sure you hit and like and subscribe to everyone there. I'll see you next time, and stay classy, comic book community. Peace.
Peace.
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.